everybody, my name is Sherry. Welcome to my stamp studio. I have been MIA. I have been sick since the middle of November, so I'm way far behind. I have so much stuff to do, and it was only, today's Monday, the 2nd, I think, of December. It's only been since really Saturday that I could make it through a paragraph without having a coughing fit. So I had some cough medicine that I was allergic to. It had a little bit of a setback then, but I didn't have COVID. I did take a test, so it was just a plain old something that turned into bronchitis. So I'm still on the mend, but I'm very far behind. Those of you that are in Card Club will get your Card Club videos today. I just filmed those. I wanted to make sure I got those done first because it's December and I'm filming November Card Club. So hopefully you all have your stuff, and as soon as the videos are up, you can get going. So it is a new month, and with a new month, I should have new thank you gifts. I should have a new host code, but I don't have any of that yet. But I do want to tell you a couple of things. I do have my catalogs. So those of you that purchased from me in November, as soon as I get the thank you gifts in, and even if you didn't earn a thank you gift, if you didn't make it to that level, the first set of catalogs that I get out, which will probably be early next week, will go to those of you that purchased in November. Then anybody who purchased from me since, I don't remember the date, maybe July, I said it in emails, you'll get those mailed probably mid-December. So they will be on the way to you shortly. But then there's this catalog, the mini catalog, and this is when September 3rd, the last chance and retiring list will go up for this catalog. In my email on the 3rd, praying I don't exhaust myself today. I made it through Thanksgiving and then I was wasted. I made it through getting ready for Thanksgiving and then was wasted. So hopefully I have enough energy at the end of all of this to get to tomorrow's things. But when my email goes out on the 3rd, and I'm going to cross my fingers that there will be a video with it, I will have all of the host code, all of the thank you gifts, all that stuff in that email. Today I'm just trying to get caught up and let you know that I am alive. There were moments when I thought I would rather not be alive because I was sick. And the next thing, I have a couple of cards ready that I had ready to film and never got around to it before I couldn't talk. I am going to try to do something maybe with this. It'll either be this or Card Club for December that goes up in tomorrow's video. But that requires creating, and right now I'm kind of like, that's why I'm doing things that were already ready. So one of the things that got canceled and has been moved to this week, because my whole life, every day I think I'm going to be better tomorrow, and then I wouldn't be, and I'd have to cancel. So things just got shoved. So now my December's crazy. But one of the things that got moved was, I get together once a month with my girlfriends and we have been stamping through these designs. So I'm going to show you my design that was for November. We're actually getting together this week to make our projects. I'm going to show you this. If you come to my camp, it's going to be a camp card. And then I will do my other design once I have all of theirs to show you my designs with their designs. But we've been taking these little guys from the bottom. And so now we are up to these two. I'm going to do this one right here today. So, and I have this one ready to do, and then I'll show you later in the week the designs that they came up with for those same patterns. So for this, I have, now I'm not going to remember any names. I have Blackberry Bliss, and then this paper is, well, I can open this catalog. It is, we used it for camp club last month. You'd think I could remember. I'll just go here to the back because I do know the name of it. It is Regal Winter. As soon as I saw it, I knew I'd remember. So this direction is beautiful, right? I love this paper, and we have loved it in Card Club. It's just really pretty. I've used it a ton. But for the design on this card, when you're going to rip, see it has like a background, and then it has a little piece up here, and then it has some ripped pieces. So you really need something that isn't terribly patterned, because I wanted to, this is going to be a New Year's card. So what I did was, this is Blackberry Bliss will be our base. And then I'm going to put this piece here, and it is cut 4 by obviously bigger than 5 1/4. So one of my things is off. And then I have these two pieces here. And so it's kind of like a little bit of a, like a scene, a scallop scene. So I'm going to have this one here, and then I'm going to put this one up there, but I don't want the white to show because you'll see in a second. So when you tear our paper, if you tear, let's go this way. If you tear down like this, then the white's on that side. So I want to tear down like this. There we go. So this will be my top and my bottom, and then I just need this piece here. So I could tear, or I need to tear one or the other. So I can tear this, or I can tear that, or if you tear one and the white showing, then go ahead and tear the other one. So tear backwards. And so now I have this to put here. So let's glue this together. So start. I'm going to use my seal because then I can move it if I don't like the placement of it. Just don't press down hard. So I think I'll start with this one. Still don't like that white right there. And you'll see why I don't want the white on it in a second. So let's tear that down to get rid of that white. You could sponge over the top of it, but I don't want ink on my card because of the technique I'm going to do next, which I had been in the midst of using a bunch of cards with the pearlized enamel effects, which we're going to use. I don't remember what I was doing with them. So I would show you the other cards, but you can go back on my channel and look because I had been using it until I got sick. So this way I only had to tear my wild wheat one once. And then let's trim this. So this is 5.5 or a smidge under. Okay, so I just trimmed the bottom of that. So now it fits the whole card. Then I'm going to take the Evergreens folder, and I want a tall tree and a short tree. You can do these two trees, but because I'm going to put that tag, remember that's in the design here, I'm going to lay this whole thing in here and get my two trees so they go there. So let me run this through my machine. And I want it to look wintry because, like I said, this is going to be a New Year's card. So you can see where it kind of busted through. You get a little bit of the white. So we're going to go for snowy trees. And what I'm going to do is I am going to do two different things. So first I'm going to take, this is my shimmer solution. I have tons of videos on how to use the shimmer solution. I have how to make this shimmer solution, but it's glycerin and then a wink of Stella that I put into a little shaker bottle. And I'm going to add a little bit of that to my block. And then I have a mini blending brush, and I have used the same blending brush since I started doing this, which was maybe late spring. And first I'm just going to add some shimmer to the trees. I'm not going to get the background, just the trees. And this, more than getting the shimmer on here, which is beautiful, but I really want these trees to be wet and have a little bit of glycerin on them so we can do this next step here. So just try to get all that stuff that's raised up. You don't have to get it perfect. And it's probably easier for me to see than it is for you to see on camera, but you'll be able to see it in just a second. Now I'm going to take my white pearlized enamel effects. I'm going to add it to this little bit of glycerin right here. Just like that. And then in the same brush, because that glycerin is going to keep it from drying in there, I'm going to dab it onto my trees. This will really make them pop from the page. Also makes them look snowy and glistening and wintry. And it's a different way to use your enamel effects. Kind of makes them go a little further, so that way if you need to do 10 New Year's cards, you'll have plenty no matter how much of the effects you have left in your bottle. So I'm just going to use up this little bit that I squished here. So now you can see them a little bit better, and now I want to add some snow to them. So this is going to be more of the traditional way that you use the pearlized effects. So I'm going to put it on here, and I don't need dots, so I'm just going to kind of put it on here on the higher, excuse me, the higher raised up parts, I'm going to put it on here and kind of smudge it around. So it looks like the snow's kind of caught on the branches. And this is a less is more, because if you get too much, you'll cover up all the other stuff you've done underneath the shimmer paint and the base coat of the enamel effects. So that looks pretty good. Now I will tell you, when all of it dries underneath, this white that's on top will show a little bit better, and I'll show you on the finished card that I have. Then I wanted it to be a New Year's card, so I looked through all of my sentiments. The Snowy Wonder has a Happy New Year that happens to fit right there on the little tag. So I have a piece of the wild wheat that I have cut with one of our little banners. And then I'm just going to grab some peacock ink and stamp my Happy New Year on here. I'm going to do it down towards the bottom because I want to add some string. See if I can stamp straight while I've been coughing. That's not terrible. And some adhesive here. And then I wanted it to look a little bit more snowy. So this is the base, right, of the design that we're going from the catalog. Oh my goodness. I've made it better. I've talked too much, I guess. I reached my limit. I did the 4 cards for club, and now I'm at the end. I wanted the white to pop a little bit more, so I just took some of our white thread or twine. And I know I want to be able to tie a knot here. So I'm going to hold it there and go around 3 times. And then on this last one, I'll do it long enough that I can tie just a knot. I don't want a bow. I don't want to detract anything from the trees, but I do want that white. I think it helps it pop. Just add this and then just a knot. Go ahead and stick this on here now. And it's coming open because I didn't use my bone folder. There we go. So before I get this on here, I want to kind of shove this up to the top. If you're making it at home, I would wait for this to dry before you do this step, but you can see you don't have to. And then remember, it went from top to bottom, although I never went back and measured after I cut the 5.5. It could be my card that's not cut right. There we go. I'm just using my bone folder so I can touch all the places. Get that stuck down there, and then I just want a little bit of this, and then one more touch to kind of add the white to it. I'm going to take my liquid glue, or fine tip glue, and let's add 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'll leave that there in case I want to add more. So these are our white loose snowflakes. Now all of this stuff that I'm showing you today could be on sale or retiring or finding out that it's going to live online on our website or in another catalog. But if there's something that you're like, oh, I need that, I would check on December 3rd to make sure that it's not retiring and on sale, because then sometimes some of that stuff sells out immediately. Some of this stuff sells out quickly once it's on the retired list just because people have been in love with it. And especially on Christmas things, people like to stock up for next year. But there should be some stuff on sale too. I'm a bit out of the loop. We have leaders meetings online every Monday, and I have not done the last 2. I'm hoping that I'm awake enough for this one. And I know last time I heard there was a lot of information given, and I got none of it. So I think that there should be stuff on sale, but don't hold me 100% to that. But I do know the last chance list is coming up. 9 is good. Let me get my lid back on, and then I'll show you the other one and show you what it looks like once it's dried a little bit. See how this really kind of pops a little bit more than it is here because it's still wet. So look at this one instead. So there you go. I've missed you guys. I've missed being able to film. The surefire way I knew I was sick the first week, I don't know if you have an iPhone, I think it's on Sunday, it gives you like a usage report. And my iPhone usage was down 97%. So I wasn't talking on the phone. I wasn't texting. I wasn't looking at Facebook, and I most certainly wasn't using it to record and post videos and stuff. I don't even think I hardly did anything on Instagram, which is stuff that I've already done and it kind of gets recycled. So hopefully I'm better. Hopefully this week I don't have a setback, but at least I've recorded a bunch of videos today, but my voice is done. So I'll catch you back here tomorrow when it's last chance day. Bye.